Hey guys, what's up? It's Achilles here, bringing you another tutorial. Today we're going to be learning about clipping masks and how it can be used in different types of or different projects, different types of clipping masks. We're going to do metal textures, rainbow effects, and how to clipping mask to a certain object like a shape. But we'll get into that in a sec. But before I get started, I'd like to say a big thanks to Lethal Avatar, um, who gave me an idea for this tutorial. I'm busy speaking to him on MSN right now. um, So yeah, thanks Lee, and I'll put your channel link in the description. Cool, so let's get started. I'm going to get your Photoshop open, and the first thing I'm going to show you is like a rainbow effect over the top of a render. So get your render up, have it selected, whichever it may be, doesn't matter what it is. You want to bring up a new layer and select which colors you would like the rainbow effect to be on. I mean, you could select one color, you could select the whole shitload. You want to go to your brush tool when your color selected with your new layer selected up here. Make sure you're on like a spray paint brush, I'm not sure of a name for it. Soft round, doesn't matter which size. I'm going to go with 65 pixels here, and I'm going to roughly spray over the top of my render, covering it. Doesn't have to be neat at all. Just cover as much as you want or as little as you want with one color. Remember, you have to have your new layer selected, not the render. And I think I'm gonna go and switch to a nice blue and just do two colors, but you can do as many as you like. As I said, it doesn't really matter at all. It doesn't have to be neat, you can go over it, you can go over here, it won't matter at all. As long as your render is perfectly covered and you can't see anything through it. I'm not just rushing it for the sake of tutorial, this is exactly how you do it, you just spray over it completely. And what you want to do is go select it, right click, push create clipping mask down here, and you can see already exactly what it's done. It's covered it with the colors and cut itself around the image underneath. So now you want to right click, go to blending options. I'm gonna go with 30% opacity, push OK, and you can see exactly what it's done. It's done a rainbow sort of effect, pink on the top, blue on the bottom, and that's all pretty cool. You can use that in so many different things, from speed arts to, like, I don't know, professional designs that you do. I'll go to my desktop, you can see I used it here, perfectly green to cover Drake. It can be used in so many different things. I mean, that's just one idea you can use it for. Now here's a second type of thing you can use. Instead of creating the clipping mask yourself with a brush, you can actually import like a texture in and use that. So bring in a texture when you've got like a border or some text. First off, I'm going to do a border, so like a border for a YouTube background. As you can see here, I've quickly drawn something up. You want to import your texture. There's loads in my JFX pack if you want to download that. My video is in the JFX pack and free giveaways playlist on my channel. There's quite a few in there. I think there's 3 GFX packs now and a layout pack, so make sure to download them all. It's free, it's completely worth it. But enough about that. Back to the tutorial. So you're going to select your metal texture layer, go to edit, transform, bring up scale, and you're going to hover your mouse over the W up the top for width. You're going to make the width cover it completely. When it's a bit distorted, you want to hover over the H, make it go up a little bit for the height. There we go, and it'll sort itself out. Apply the transformation. Select which layer you want it on. So I'm going to go with the top border layer. Put that directly under the metal. Then you're going to right click and once again create clipping mask. And you can see the kind of effect you've got straight away. Lovely metal effect on your border. People have been wondering how to do it. Well, there you go. With that selected, you're going to go blending options if you want. If you don't want that particular color, then you can go color overlay. We'll go with a nice black or a dark gray. Push OK. Then lower the opacity as needed to whichever darkness you want the metal to be. Or there's other ways of doing it, like adding a drop shadow as well, adding a bit inner shadow. It's all good, but I prefer the opacity with a black overlay. Have it about there, and you can see the kind of effect we've got. It's pretty cool. The same can be said for text. You just drag your text underneath the clipping mask instead. Hold on. Maybe not. My bad. What you're going to do is you're going to select the clipping mask and drag that above your text. Yeah. So it's just there. Then you're going to right click, create clipping mask again, and it'll go straight over your text. Then you can position it till it fits perfect. And you can see the sort of effect it's got. It's exactly the same as what you've got down here on the border. Go blending options, then you add whichever effects you want for this type of text. You can see the metal effect that it's given already. Then you can play about with your text, add some like drop shadow, maybe a stroke, and it'll all apply to the metal texture inside as well. Bevel emboss, contour, there we go. That's another one for metal textures on your borders and backgrounds, etc. Because I know quite a few people have been asking about it. If you need any help, don't hesitate to message me at all. You know I'm here to help you. So this is a final type of clipping mask. We're going to actually be putting a picture of Black Ops here, a little screenshot, inside of one of these little areas. Instead of rotating and resizing perfectly to fit inside of here, what we're actually going to do is we're going to select a new layer. Yep, above the Polaroid pictures here. Then you're going to select your pen tool. You're going to zoom in actually, sorry, so you can get in a bit closer. That should do. It doesn't have to be perfect at all. Select your pen tool, select each corner, just as close as you can get it. Does not have to be perfect. And finally rejoin it back up here. Then you want to right click inside, you want to fill path, okay, right click once again, push delete path, select your movement tool again up here. Then what you want to do is bring your Black Ops picture layer in, drag it above the shape that you've just made, go to edit, transform, then scale, and just resize it roughly till it's about the size you want it. Doesn't have to be perfect at all, just as big as you want it inside of the frame up there. A little bit smaller, just bear with me. And maybe a bit bigger, just to fill the frame. That's maybe a bit too big. My god, I'm so bad at tutorials. I'm so sorry. That'll do, just for the quickness of tutorial. We're going to drag it over like that. And what you're going to do with your Black Ops layer selected is, once again, take a guess, right click and push clipping mask. Oh, but before you do that, obviously you want to apply the transformation. Maybe in a retard. Forgot. So right click, create clipping mask, and it'll actually convert the shape to fit the shape layer that you made, that you drew with a pen tool. And as you can see, it fits clearly inside of that. You can drag it about inside until it fits perfect, but I'm not going to faff on. You see the kind of effect you've got now. You've got like a picture within a picture. And in fact, we're going to create a new layer. You're going to grab your pen tool again. You're going to roughly draw around the second area, just for black area though, remember. I'm just doing it quickly for the tutorial. Obviously you will want to zoom in and get it perfectly on the corners. Finish it off. Right click, fill path, okay. Right click, delete path. Then once again you would import your image, apply a clipping mask to this shape, and it will go perfectly behind it, and it'll look pretty sweet. You've seen the effect it can kind of pull off on my background in the layout pack. It's called Wanted. I used exactly the same sort of method, exactly the same sort of picture. So that's 3 different ways you can use clipping masks, like a picture like that, rainbow effect over the top of a render or a picture, and metal effect over borders and text. So once again, I'd like to thank Lee for giving me the idea to make a tutorial on this. Look out for the weekly update, guys. There's something, well, not really important, but kind of important to me in there, guys. Also, there's a little surprise for you coming up very soon. You'll know all about that when the time comes. But until then, see you guys later.